So Trump's dividend check of $2,000 a person doesn't really add up. So let's do the math. Trump says tariffs are bringing in about $300 billion a year. Now, we don't know what the exact numbers are, but let's just go ahead and take that number, $300 billion a year. The reality of it is that Americans have already paid a lot of that money themselves. I mean, in this whole Supreme Court case that is so crucial, determining whether Trump can do tariffs at all, the Chief Justice, John Roberts, said tariffs are a tax on Americans because, well, study after study shows that Americans are the ones paying the tariffs. And this brings me to our first whiteboard. Okay, the Conservative Tax Foundation did analysis. They went through tons and tons of studies, and they showed that even a $1 increase in tariffs, so just $1 increase in tariffs on solar panels actually resulted, when it comes to you going out and buying a solar panel for your house, resulted in an increase of $1.34. So in other words, you paid the tariff plus another 34%. Now that's just a study that they did on tariffs, but many studies show the same thing, which is that consumers are the ones that bear the lion's share of the burden of tariffs. Now, second of all, the Committee for a Responsible Budget has looked through this, and they're basically a nonpartisan organization. They estimate that a $2,000 dividend is going to cost $600 billion. So you remember what Trump said the tariffs are bringing in $300 billion. They say it'll cost $600 billion to send these checks. So there you can see it. That's twice as much money. So that's money that would actually have to get borrowed. Now, that adds to a debt crisis in America, a debt crisis where we just added, back to our magical number of one today, $1 trillion, okay? $1 trillion in debt in just 71 days. Now, 71 days is just about 2 months, right? So in 2 months, 71 days, $1 trillion of debt. So borrowing another $300 billion here and there really starts to add up. Now, who is well aware of this? Trump's Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent. He told ABC this weekend that the money, these dividend checks, could actually, take a different sort of a form. He said, maybe it'll just come in the form of we're not going to tax overtime or no tax on tips. In other words, trying to say, you've already gotten the $2,000 quote unquote dividend check. No wonder Bessent is a long-time successful hedge fund manager. He gets that the math on this doesn't add up.